Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?
Speeding?
No, it's because your intro sucks. Please step out onto the curbside.
Hey everyone, welcome to another week of the Curbside Podcast, the podcast where we talk about cars and everything to do with cars. My name is Jeff. I drive a 2004 Honda S2000, and I am your Southern Californian Taiwanese American.
What's up, everybody? Name's Parth. I drive a 2016 M3 and living up here in the Bay Area, and it's a beautiful day. Hey, I also detailed my M3 yesterday, so it's shining. I'll post a photo of it up later. Yeah. It's like... yeah, it's really shining right now.
I'm Andrew. I drive a 2015 Subaru BRZ, and I am soon to be an owner of a 2014 Evo 10 MR.
Yeah! Yeah! Claps.
Yeah.
Add more claps in the editing, Jeff, so it looks better.
Yeah, finally have the opportunity to pick up my middle school dream car, so pretty
Hell
excited about it.
So how long has this car been your dream car, Andrew?
When did Too Fast, Too Furious come out?
Early
2003.
2000s. Yeah.
That would be, 17 years?
Yeah,
Shoot, dude.
been
That's
a while.
achievement right there, bro.
The man has grinded and worked hard, and now...
He's
he
hustling.
gonna buy his dream car from his childhood.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
Hell
man.
yeah. So
Been a long time.
when do we get to see it?
Hoping to pick it up this weekend, waiting for the owner to get the title in hand. At this point, it seems like the DMV is walking it over to his house.
Oh, don't start, dude. Don't start that shit now, dude. Don't even say those three
We
letters.
need to give some time before we can rant about the DMV again.
I mean, he's making it real easy for me to get started.
Yeah, they apparently the seller told me they sent it out on Monday. It is now about to be Thursday. Typically, I get mail from my mom down in LA in 2 days.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's DMV uses pigeons, so like you should know this. They don't. They
Talking
haven't
about,
heard of
they sent
emails.
the worker out last night
Oh, he's walking
on foot. Yeah.
Yeah,
from what, the DMV in LA? God damn.
yeah, I have no idea. Just waiting for the title, have the transfer papers.
Nice, man. Congratulations. Well, on
Thanks.
that subject, that you got a Mitsubishi,
Yeah.
and you were a previous Subaru driver.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, red and blue, man. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like one of the rivalries.
Yeah.
Andrew's going to have an inner conflict with himself now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. To preface this, I will still love Subarus. I will drive my Evo to Subaru meets.
You can't do that. Are you? You can't do that, man. No, you can't.
Yeah, just put an STI badge on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Listen to Jeff. You know what? Then he's definitely gonna get his ass beat.
Seeing you get an Evo is very good news. But seeing the Evo 10 just makes me pissed off at Mitsubishi.
Yeah, me too.
Because you see the Evo 10, it's a good-looking, fantastic, powerful, great to drive, rally-born sedan. And now what's happened to Mitsubishi?
They make the iMev.
Great.
I don't even know if they make that anymore. I think
Did that thing even
Eclipse
sell?
Cross. Probably not.
Like, what are they doing?
Not much.
I was gonna say they're not actually doing much.
How did these people go from the Eclipse, the 3000 GT,
Yeah,
the
the Lance
Lancer
VR4.
Evolution, to iMe, and then the Eclipse Cross?
Yeah, and what is this? The Mirage. It's like the Teletubbies of cars.
Yeah, like, what is this? We're talking about the rival you're going to have within yourself, correct? Of Subaru v Mitsubishi. That used to be a fair competition.
Yeah, it's a good fight. I think it's probably one of the greatest automotive rivalries next to BMW and Mercedes.
Yeah, now Subaru is just walking all over Mitsubishi because Mitsubishi's not trying.
Yeah, I think they stomped Mitsubishi into the ground and left it behind a while ago. They're not even walking over them anymore.
Yeah.
All they have to do is just copy what Subaru did.
Yeah, just make a car that competes with whatever Subaru is coming out with.
Exactly. Just make your Mitsubishi Lancer, make your Evo, and then lift it and make it a wagon version, and then you got your Crosstrek.
Here's what I don't understand with Mitsubishi. It's like a rivalry that was actually born in motorsport, right? Because a lot of these manufacturer rivalries, they aren't born in motorsport. They're just born because there's two similar companies, BMW and Mercedes, for example, or Ferrari and Lamborghini. There's no racing history behind those two, right? But Mitsubishi and Subaru literally have, like, they defined the rally sport category. Like, in rally racing, besides, like, Audi with its fancy shit, Subaru and Mitsubishi were the cars to have.
Yeah.
And Mitsubishi's like, you know what? Just forget about heritage. We're just gonna like make minivans and weird ass looking shit now.
More than that, Mitsubishi was like, forget about everything.
Yeah.
Forget about what people like. Let's just give them crap.
Yeah. People love crap.
As a diehard Evo fan, Andrew, how does this make you feel?
It's like kind of cool because this being the last Evo, owning one makes it kind of cooler. There's not like nowadays you see STIs fucking everywhere. Like the new whatever FA WRX and like the new STI. You don't see Evos anywhere anymore.
Dude, yeah. We were just talking to Jeff about that yesterday when we were messaging. You were like, oh, you barely see any Evos up here? I'm like, he's right. You like never see any Evos up here. I saw a 250 GTO, you know, the $47 million car from Ferrari last weekend. That I see, but, you know, I can't see an Evo here.
Yeah, so I think that aspect, it's going to be pretty cool to own an Evo 10 and daily drive it around. But on the other end, like, I feel like as car enthusiasts, we want to see more competition. Like, the STI and the WRX are great cars. Like, where is the competition? Like, Focus RS, you still don't see those very often either. What is it? Golf R? Nobody fucking buys those because you can buy a 335i instead. Well, see, like, what the hell? Like, Subaru owns an entire niche market now. That's why you see so many Subarus.
Subaru is a cult brand with a cult car within the cult brand.
Yeah, and they've become mainstream since. Like, Outbacks, Crosstreks for fucking days.
Honestly, like, Subaru is one of my favorite companies right now.
Me too. Like, having owned one for 5 years now and just kind of seeing what the brand is all about, the community, I really, really like the brand of Subaru. So that's why I'm saying, like, I still love my Subarus. Probably going to be involved in the community still. Keeping the BRZ as of now, so.
Because they stand for more than just their cars.
Yeah.
They stand for dogs. And this year at the LA Auto Show, when we were there, their booth looked like kind of like a national park because that's also something they back. And then their slogan is just one word, love. That's it, love. If you guys were back in the day, which one would you have chosen?
Evo.
I'm indifferent because I'm not involved in either of the community that much. I don't have either inclination towards either brand. I respect both of them, but I'd rather have something else.
I would have had an Evo if I had to choose between the two.
I mean, they look sick to me.
Yeah, dude, and like, the Evo looks so good, the new STI looks like a fucking Evo.
Yeah, exactly.
Par, since you seem to not have much of an opinion on the Mitsubishi and Subaru rivalry, one that's more in your lane might be BMW versus Mercedes.
Ah, yes.
What's your take on that?
Mercedes now. Mercedes of today, BMW 15 years ago. Right now, I think BMW is just kind of, they're off the rails. They're just kind of, they're making a freaking car for every segment of the industry in like freaking 1 series and 2 series. And then within that, you have like 228, 230, 240, 240 Grand Coupe, like 3 Series, X3, 3 Series GT. Like, holy shit, you lose track. And then not to mention what they're doing with the new M3 that's going to come out with the fucking vertical kidney grills. And then the thing with Mercedes is, Mercedes in the last 15 years has had a big brand appeal reversal. Not reversal, but change or shift. And that was because of like their whole like media campaigns and everything and the cars themselves. Because like in the 90s, 80s, 90s, even in 2000s, it appealed more to like old people. And it was an old person's car, you know, the guy going in luxury and, you know, wants to drive a big, heavy Mercedes. can't really do too much. It can kind of go fast in a straight line if you have an AMG, but it can't really do too much. And in the last 15 years, they come out with performance cars that are better than BMW.
Mercedes does?
Yeah, like Mercedes.
Really?
Mercedes was the first one to put four-wheel drive into their big E63 AMG, and then BMW followed later when they realized, yeah, okay, if we're putting this much power into it, a rear-wheel drive doesn't really make any sense. And then, of course, Mercedes with their whole AMG GT series, like I think that's sick. And BMW still doesn't want to grace anybody with a sports car, a proper sports car, like M1 type shit.
Yeah.
And Mercedes has always been on the cutting edge of technology, like past or present. If you wanted to see whatever new technology is going to come to a regular car, you look at an S-Class, the next generation
Not
S-Class.
Not anymore.
Why? What are you looking now?
Now
Tesla?
look at the Teslas.
Fuck that shit. I said a real car. I said a real car, bro. Yeah, so like to be honest with you now, I would prefer to have a Mercedes right now.
Really?
Yeah, I honestly think they're what they've done and what the brand is, and not to mention the reason why their performance cars are getting so good is, of course, they're getting some inspiration from their F1 and how it's been dominating the last 5-6 years. Like it makes sense why their performance cars are also doing really good. And BMW is just trying to cater to every motherfucker on the planet, dude. It's getting kind of annoying.
I was about to say, they're selling cars. There's fucking BMWs everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
They
Seriously.
definitely outnumber Mercedes on the road, I feel like.
And it's dumb because you could be driving a regular 330 now. That's what they call it. It's the one with the 4-cylinder turbo, and you pull your M3 next to it, and somebody who doesn't know shit, they're like, "Oh, look, two of the same cars." I'd be like, "Bruh, like, come on." And the other annoying part is like AMG and M, right? I think AMG is still more rare to see on the street than M.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. M's like a household name, though.
Yeah, it is, but I'm just kind of tired of what BMW is trying to do, which is just sell, fuck everything. Kidney grills that look like goddamn nostrils or some shit.
That is the point of a company, though.
Well,
Make all the monies.
but look at BMW from 90s and 2000s, bro. They literally defined the sports sedan category. They invented it. What happened to that BMW? What happened to the BMW that's let's put a V8 in our M3?
I mean, I think they still do that, though.
They don't put V8s in their M3.
No, not the V8, but they still make these sports sedans and stuff. But it's just been all covered up by the other nonsense in their line.
Yeah, I mean, they do make good cars. I won't say that. But the thing is, the jump from a 340, which is the top of the line 3 Series non-M, to an M3, it doesn't feel as great as it used to, it feels like a very more faster capable 340.
This is coming from an M3 owner.
Yeah, and I'm not lying to you. I've driven the E90, of course. Amazing. The driving experience you get in the E90 is a lot better than the F80. But the thing with the F80 is it's an absolute weapon, and I think it looks amazing. I think the looks on the F80 are that's one of their best looking M3s they ever made. But as far as driving feel, it's fantastic for everyday driving. And you know that it's a capable car when you take it to the twisties or if you take it to the track or something. But you feel like you're having more fun in an older E90 or, to be honest with you, a modern-day AMG. They lost that kind of pizzazz.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
What side do you fall on this, Andrew?
To be honest with you, I don't like Mercedes at all. I don't know what it is. I just don't like them. If I had to choose, I'm buying a Beamer. Yeah, every BMW I've driven, it just feels like a really, really well-made machine. And even when I
100%.
sit...
Yeah.
Even when I sit in a Mercedes, I don't even like the experience of sitting in one. So I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I mean, in terms of looks, I would say my F80 or the F80 generation looks a lot better than the C63 generation of the same year. I'm just kind of getting tired of they do very little work in terms of differentiating between their M cars and their regular cars, and they're selling. I don't understand where the brand is going. It's just kind of going in the way of becoming a Toyota, where they'll make cars for literally every segment, but in order to maintain the BMW heritage, they'll keep the M brand and then make a few performance cars here and there.
Which is funny because Toyota is now trying to spice up their lineup.
Toyota's cool again.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like BMW has definitely lost some of its like spiciness.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Maserati came out with like their some affordable quote unquote car. It's like
Maserati lost all of it.
yeah, who cares about a Maserati anymore? Like
Yeah, exactly. Seriously.
Yeah, like because you would used to see either like a Gran Turismo or a what's it called, the Quattroporte.
yeah,
On
you'd be like,
the
holy
road,
shit.
you're like, oh snap, Maserati, ooh.
Yeah.
And then now they're everywhere because
Yeah.
they're like, let's make it like a BMW 5 Series instead.
Maserati was just like Ghibli here, have a bunch of them, and like
Yeah.
the base model looks so boring.
Yeah, it doesn't even look expensive.
No,
either.
not
doesn't.
at all.
It
It,
really
looks
doesn't.
cheap almost.
And you look inside it and you like step inside and it's like, this is a Chrysler.
Yeah, dude, no, literally, it looks like, oh, this is a very expensive car that they took the expensive bits off of so that they could make it cheaper. You know? It's like, yeah, it's like you walk into a mansion, but you take out the furniture, everything that makes it a mansion, and it's just an empty shell. That's what Maserati did with that shit when they brought it down to... I hate it when they bring it down to everyone.
Do you feel like a lot of car companies do that? Like Maserati did that, obviously. BMW, Mercedes, they do a 320 now. They did that CLA,
CLA.
like
Yeah.
terrible CLAs. Like they
Oh,
just
what
want
I-
everyone to own one. People are just buying for the brand, and it's like,
no, they are.
They make
And
shitty cars.
BMW, this was something I read like years back. BMW's bases its success on its models, like whatever they launch, depending on specifically how much they sell in California, and that defines like 80% of whether that car was a success or not in their eyes as a company. They try to do this shit, and
Yeah, like honestly, those people who buy like the CLA at like 29,000 whatever it is at, honestly, go buy a Honda Accord. You get
seriously, 100%,
more car,
100%,
or maybe even a better car for your money.
dude,
Yeah.
dude. Like my friend got a Honda Accord a year or two back. Like it was brand new, right, when it was out. The dude has like every single feature as standard, or he got the top of the line one, I guess, too. But it was only like 24,000, and he has all the features. You know, he got the LED headlights, the automatic headlights, lane change, lane departure, everything. And I was like, you put all these options into a basic like BMW 330, which is what they used to be, the 328. And
Yeah.
that's easily like a $45,000 car for a base BMW.
They're capitalizing on just like consumer ignorance.
Literally.
No car enthusiast would touch that.
Bro, and it's, you know who the type, I just thought of this shit. You know who the type of motherfuckers are that buy these cars? Like, this is the type of person. I was walking into the gym today, and at the gym, there was this guy with an M6 Grand Coupe.
I like that car though.
Yeah, it looks good. No, fantastic. Great car, right? This dude, when that car was new, was like $150,000 almost, right? Expensive ass car. Car was dirty as hell. Wheels were dirty as hell. This dude had fucked the parking so hard. He was half in the other lane, and he was so far forward. I checked. I actually went over to the front of the car that his front bumper was grinding the shit out of the curb. Like, I'm pretty sure it was bent because it's a low car. I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
plastic was bending. Because it just,
Jesus.
he was just up on the curb. I'm like, these are the type of idiots that buy these cars now. And it's only because it's an M and a BMW.
Yeah.
And he
People
has
just
the money to
to
buy
flex.
it. Yeah, dude. And the worst part is BMW and Mercedes are both playing towards these guys' wants. The guys with money but zero knowledge.
Makes
Yeah.
the money.
Exactly. That's why I'm going to buy Alpha. No, Dodge, Charger, Hellcat, wide body.
I'll buy
I
Alpha.
would want an Alpha Giulia though. That thing is so pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it might not run one day. That's the only thing. It's still Italian.
Hey, my
Yeah,
Evo
true.
probably is gonna die too. So
But more character.
yeah, I'm not
100%.
expecting reliability out of my Evo at all. So
Because honestly, I've been
Ready
a
for
bit
it.
bored of the German sedans recently. Because they all seem so like clinical. you know?
Exactly. That's why when I was telling people about the chart, I'm swear to you guys, like if I have the money and I want to do this next year or this year, I really will highly consider a Charger Hellcat wide body. Just because I'm so tired of this clinical German bullshit, dude. Like I'm really just kind of over this whole category and like tired of how the brands are going about doing these things, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's just
It's almost it's like the cars themselves are a little bit too well engineered, and then their marketing strategy is a little bit too well engineered too.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, Parth, you supported me this whole time when I was buying my Evo. I support you tenfold. We're a Hellcat.
Oh man, I don't care
Just
what
fucking
anyone's
send
buying,
it.
dude. If you want that car, I'll be like, I want that car too. Then I guess that's the mentality I look at it with.
I'm gonna buy a Ghibli.
There you go.
Oh,
dude.
gosh.
God, I support
Yay.
you 100%.
All the time. Good, yes. Go buy it. It's a good car.
Hey, Jeffrey. Andrew's making a big mistake, man.
Yeah, but well, with everything being said, let us make some money ourselves
Good
by
joke.
going to our sponsored break.
All right, so I'm gonna go back to work. Y'all have a good show.
He's not wrong. He said make money.
All right, welcome to our sponsored break. Parth, who is our sponsor?
Do you want to take a fucking guess?
Is it Sapien?
Oh, dude, no way. How'd you know, dude? Yeah.
How did you get that so easily, Andrew?
Dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You must
apparently
be the
Jeffrey's
smartest
confused,
person on
dude.
the
Yeah.
world.
He doesn't
Yeah,
listen
I
to the
don't-
podcast. That's probably why.
What podcast?
Yeah. So Sapien, thank you again to Sapien is sponsoring us. Sapien is a blockchain-based social network that rewards users for high-quality content with cryptocurrency. And you can sign up today at www.sapien.network to start earning today. Thank you again, Sapien. Appreciate it.
Thank you for the monies. Also, we are sponsored by ourselves. You could check us out at thecurbsidepodcast.com, where you could, find all of our social networking stuffs.
Yeah, so you could follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can find us on YouTube. All you have to do, Google the Curbside Podcast, and you will find everything.
Yep.
At least
Yep,
we're
yep,
relevant on Google.
yep, I think, right? Or is it just catered to our search?
Well, yeah, maybe that's why we don't have listeners. They can't find us when they Google us.
And also, if you want to support our show, if you're a kind listener, please email us at thecurbsidepodcast@gmail.com. And you know what? Just DM us or send us a message of some sort on any of our socials. If you want a shout out, we'll give you a shout out.
Yes,
How about that? All right. With that being said, shall we get back to the show?
If you want to.
Let's...
Now that we got you loose, oh, I can hear the birds waking early to saying that it's never too soon.
Welcome to Craig My Ride.
Craig, my ride? What is this shit?
Yeah, well, you see, this is a new segment I've come up with, okay? It's a new, and it's going to be an unannounced segment, just to surprise y'all. It's going to be of cars that have prepared very well for the used Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, sort of market, who have really done their absolute best to, sell their car. So, guys, I'm going to send you one of these cars. This was a car posted in the Craigslist Cars and Trucks, labeled as, I think, a Mustang.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ. What is it?
It's supposedly a 1998 Ford Mustang.
What, is this like the Mad Max version?
Yeah, it looks like Jason Statham drove it in Death Race.
Yeah.
I want you guys to, just let it all out. Just, say what you need to say.
I was about to say, where are those headlights from? But they just turned them 90 degrees. I noticed.
I love it. It's got some hand-painted decals on it.
Let me see the
Yeah.
comments, dude. The comment section probably knows better than I do.
I thought the headlights were from like a TVR or something, but they just turned them.
I just read the top comment. I'm going to read it. Somebody's like, what in the trailer park crystal meth cousin fucker type of shit is this?
I don't know if the front end kind of looks like it's made out of plywood or someone's picket fence that's been painted black.
Oh yeah, that's
my
definitely wood. Wow. And the side pipes held up with like metal brackets that are screwed directly into the rocker panel.
It's letting out lots of exhaust. I wonder if any part of that exhaust actually goes to the side.
Probably
Well,
not.
one of them heads into the door, so I think those don't work.
Oh, dude, I love the front fender flare.
Yeah, very aerodynamic.
That's what you see when you look at this car. The front fucking fender flares, dog. What the hell is that canister going into the gas tank? Is that supposed to be like NOS? What is that?
It's the gas tank.
Bro, it has an
it's called
external
weight.
gas tank?
It's called weight reduction. Parth.
Oh, that's a racing tank. I got you. Except it
Yeah.
carries less fuel.
Bro, it looks like a stick of dynamite.
I don't understand what that's supposed to be.
You can tell that this car used to be red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can.
I didn't even realize that.
They took the time to mold the rear fenders. You see on like the side door, it has this like sheet metal little bump out. Look how like seamlessly it flows into the rear fenders.
It's listed on Facebook as fair condition. That might be a stretch.
I don't know. It could be in fair condition. There's really no like point of reference.
Yeah, hold on. I love the decal on the side that they painted on. It says EST 2074.
Yeah,
Is
there's,
it,
So
this
it's
is supposed to
established
be
in
like
the
a Mad
future.
Max inspiration type shit.
there's some Blade Runner shit.
It's called the Devil's Gate. That's what they named their car.
So, guys, if you guys have any interest in purchasing this vehicle,
No.
You know
Don't even. I hope people who would actually buy this car don't listen to our show. I really do.
we'll post it up
Because like
on
they
our
said,
Facebook page.
yeah,
Everybody
no.
ignore Parth.
Don't
If this
buy
is your car, buy this
No.
car because it is
Yeah.
a work of art.
If you
Yeah,
buy this car,
exactly.
like this guy said, you're some sort of trailer park crystal meth cousin fiker type of shit. Okay, that's
Hey,
the
you
type of
guys
stuff
want
you're
a
into.
next level future piece of art? I mean, I will be posting this car on our Facebook page. Please don't harass the owner, but the car is hilarious.
Also, hit him up if you have genuine interest.
See, we're doing a service for these people who are selling their cars on
Yeah.
Craigslist.
And then
We're
if you do decide to
advertising
buy
for
it, then please don't listen to our show anymore.
No, come on our show.
Yeah, seriously, we like to interview you. We like to ask you, how is the car doing today?
Did you enjoy your cousin this morning?
Jesus.
I mean, that's why I probably should be part of the interview when that happens, if that happens. All right.
Yeah, drive it up to the Bay Area. Me and Parth would love to review it.
All right, well, let's move on to the news.
No, thank God. Cool.
Oh, Jesus.
I will. I'd like to start off the news today.
Yeah, go for it.
So I guess we're currently in F1 preseason,
Ooh,
and
yeah.
During a couple, I guess practice laps or something, Lewis Hamilton was driving his car, and in the corners, people noticed that the steering wheel was telescoping for some reason. Turns out, Mercedes has developed a steering system called the dual-axis steering. What it does is it allows for variable front wheel toe angles. So when you push on the steering wheel, the wheels toe out for more cornering, and then when you're accelerating, you pull back and the wheels straighten out.
Huh?
Yeah, so you can control the toe depending on if you're going straight or if you're in a corner.
Dang, what? Wait, hold on, what? How does he
Yeah.
control that?
It's pretty cool. The steering wheel becomes like a yoke on an airplane, and you can kind of pull and push
Yeah,
it.
like a trombone.
Yeah.
And like for me,
Dude,
it's so
like a
crazy.
that's a whole nother level of driving that you have to learn.
Yeah,
That's insane. So when are we going to see this in F1?
never
No, you actually are.
really.
Yes. You'll only see it this season.
Oh.
Because as soon as Mercedes, developed this program and developed this and showed it to everyone, the FIA was like, well, don't we have a rule that says you can't, have adjustments to your suspension system or whatever? And the Mercedes was like, yeah, but we found a loophole around it. And the FIA was like, fuck, they're right, they did. So, as soon as this came out, the FIA went into their rule book, and for 2021, it states that the realignment of the steered wheels must be uniquely defined by a monotonic function of the rotational position of a single steering wheel. So basically they said, whatever Mercedes did, they can't use it starting 2021.
Okay, so all the teams are going to have it this season.
Yeah. I mean, the FIA is a bunch of pussies anyway, let's be honest.
But they don't like fun.
like change. Yeah, they don't like anything in general besides making money.
Yeah.
So the FIA in general is not good for racing, except for the fact that they just happen to run the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's going to go the same way as with like the drag reduction system and the curve system. Everyone's going to be like, oh my God, like, how could they do that, you know? And then all of a sudden everyone has it. So like, I don't understand why FIA has to go all like ape shit over this.
So what you're saying is Mercedes has come up with a fantastic new technology that could
Yes.
change the sport forever,
Yes.
and other car companies can adapt it.
Yes, because they have a lot of money and it's easy for them to do
Yeah,
that.
and as soon as it comes out, it's banned.
Yes, for the next season. Yes.
Great, good, lovely.
That's the FIA, you know?
I don't understand. It, like, at this point, isn't F1 all about innovation?
It's supposed to be.
Good joke, Jeff.
Like, because, like, you look at the cars, they're pushing the boundaries of what's possible with technology. And then they're like, the FIA is like, nah.
See, why the shit? This is racing. If one guy, and part of racing is developing technology that betters you. Now, the FIA is going to be like, oh, it's not fair because not everyone has it, so we're just going to cancel the whole program starting next season.
Great.
It's not that hard for these other companies to figure out what Mercedes is doing and then implement it themselves. Maybe they'll find a better way to implement it, actually. Who knows?
Yeah, kind of getting back to like this actual system, it's actually not as complicated as like it kind of may seem. It's completely mechanical, and it literally is just like a linkage.
Yeah.
And like what's so crazy about it to me is like it's super ergonomic, and like how it works just makes sense. Like under heavy braking, you're going to be pushing on the steering wheel anyway. So like when I first heard about it, also shout out to my friend Justin real quick. He told me about this. But yeah, when you think about it, when you're slamming hard on the brakes, you're pushing on the steering wheel anyways. So like it's super natural. I thought it would be like you're playing a fucking trombone when you're driving.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how what is the mental process of that? I can't imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, but like I don't know. The travel is like an inch and a half only.
Yeah, it's not that much. There's a video if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, just look it up on YouTube. Just look up Mercedes DAS steering. And then like when you're accelerating hard, it's super easy to pull on the wheels, to straighten the wheels back out. It's honestly fucking genius in my mind. I don't know what the
DAS
FIA is
steering
thinking.
system.
Yeah, dual axis steering.
Well, I have some more technologically related news. You have Mercedes and racing, and then you have Hyundai and Kia.
Skip.
Anyway, so we have
It's
some
actually
other...
pretty interesting. It's actually pretty interesting. Hold up. I know. I understand how we feel about Hyundai and Kia. But
So, Andrew, I think I have a piece
yes?
of news that you would like.
you bitch. Listen, they're actually using technology to make the transmission in the automatic transmission better. So they're trying to make the people that drive automatic transmissions on windy roads be able to actually drive better. So they're calling it the Information and Communication Technology Connected Shift Transmission. Jesus Christ. It basically selects the gear that works best with upcoming driving conditions that's provided to you by a front radar camera system and GPS navigation that is hooked up to your car's transmission. They're gonna make a picture of the road in front of you and then automatically decide what's the best gear in that situation.
I'm sorry, were you saying something? I fell asleep halfway through.
What's the point, man?
I don't know, man.
It's technology.
It's not that serious though. Like to me, there's just too much.
Except for the fact that they want every future Hyundai and Kia to have this.
But like,
So rather than using the car's own, like, you know, engine speed and stuff to determine the right gears, they're going to be using the world around them.
Wow.
but okay, like I'm not like I actually want to talk about this, but like, why are you adjusting your transmission not based on the the engine that's driving it, but the stuff that's around you?
I guess Kia and Hyundai realize that the people that buy their cars have no idea how to drive them, and they probably think that they can do a better job of controlling it for them.
I mean, would this be like sort of like Rolls Royce's like or someone's? There's like a suspension system out there on a car that kind of uses GPS and the cameras to adjust how hard and soft it would be.
Oh, because Rolls Royce does it. That's interesting.
No,
huh,
but
to you?
suspension makes sense. Transmission, the gearing does not make sense.
I mean, it doesn't, but it's like
okay,
they
they scan the surrounding around them. They decide what fifth gear is a good one, but then the driver stomps on the gas. The gear changes anyways, right? I hope.
I
You're
hope
not
so.
allowed to.
I mean,
Yeah.
Not anymore.
It just doesn't make sense to
not
me.
according to the road that you're on.
You want to be in a lower gear? Hyundai and Kia says no.
I'm not a proponent for this technology. I just think you should learn how to drive your damn car correctly,
Yeah.
so that car companies don't have to come up with shit like this. But like, what is it? I think it literally just to make people that don't know how to drive and use their gears. You know how there's people that like when they're going down a hill, they don't understand that if you downshift a few gears, you don't have to use the brake. I think this is for like those kind of people.
But I feel like, okay, like a normal driver, if they're going down a hill and all of a sudden the car decides it wants to downshift to slow it down, they're going to freak out.
That's also true. They probably didn't think about
People, like normal people driving cars going down a hill are going to have their foot on the brake regardless. And then you have the transmission downshifting, and all of a sudden they just hear, they're going to freak out. And this whole thing just makes no sense to me. Like the purpose, I don't think you can implement this well. It just doesn't make sense. Like a very basic automatic transmission does just fine on selecting which gear you should be in. If you're cruising.
And what do you do if you don't have GPS coverage?
Yeah.
Is your car gonna forget to
Yeah,
shift?
just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like, I don't know. I think this is dumb.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, but it's kind of poorly done.
Yeah, I think so too. Like the transmission one to me makes sense.
The brake
You
suspension.
mean
one?
the suspension?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Fuck you, Kia. Yeah, the suspension one makes sense to me, but the transmission one is just like, why? Just base your gear off your throttle, your engine speed. Like literally.
No. That makes too much sense.
All right. Anyways, after we have talked about for way too long about a automatic transmission by Hyundai and Kia, Andrew, I think I have a piece of news that you like.
What was that?
Since you are into the hype beast land,
Yes.
this is kind of car related because
I already know what you're going to talk about.
in a car shop. But apparently Supreme teamed up with Mac Tools, Supreme, for a rolling toolbox.
Yep. So pretty much what they
That's
did
pretty
was
sick.
they got a toolbox, smacked their logo on it, and charged double.
Aren't they doing an Oreo soon too?
Oh yeah.
Is that an actual thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
It is. It's very real.
That's an expensive fucking Oreo.
It would be, but it would be a Mac Tools T5025P, which runs normally $5,800. So you could expect this to be about, I don't know, $8,000, and then on resale for about $50,000.
Yeah, seriously.
So go out, line up, get your toolbox.
But it is very cool. I would love to have this in my garage. It's fucking awesome.
Well, while we're on the subject of overpriced, expensive shit, Porsche, the king of it, you now have a special option where you can have your own motherfucking fingerprint on the hood of your 911, and it's only $7,500.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We're talking about a giant fingerprint, right?
Yeah, not like it's...
I was about to say, stick your thumb in an ink pad, stick it on your.
No, it's gonna look like a like a decal or some shit like that. It's gonna be like big, not like you're just a teeny ass freaking fingerprint, like some kids wrote their name in cement or some shit. No, it's like a decal of your fingerprint on the hood of your car.
Yeah.
So good. Porsche's like, hey, spend $7,500 so you can get your identity stolen.
Yeah, and also if you wanted to really do that, couldn't you do that on your own through like a third party like custom wrap shop?
Yeah.
It won't be that hard to fingerprint to get your fingerprint and then make a rap out of it.
No, not at all.
But you see, it won't be from Porsche.
And it won't be $7,500.
Who fucking cares? It looks so bad.
It actually does look pretty dog shit. But you know, there's people out there that get, and you'll see it first in the Bay Area or LA.
Dude.
There's my fingerprint.
Some motherfucker driving around with his goddamn fingerprint on his car. I'm gonna get a photo of that fingerprint. I'm gonna take his shit, dude. He probably has hella money. If he's got money to do that shit, I could probably give you a Hellcat Charger this year. God damn, dude. Some shit Porsche does.
Yeah, you take this beautiful 911, you slap a dumbass decal on it. I have some, going back to Kia, unfortunately. This
Jeffrey's
is
about to lose his shit.
Well, this one's a little different because for some reason it's on the opposite end of the spectrum of how I feel about these Kia and Hyundai. There's speculation about the Genesis G70 having a shooting brake edition. And looking here on Car and Driver, I hate to say it, it looks amazing.
It looks pretty damn good, dude.
Yeah. Car and Driver, I think it's a render, right?
Yes.
It would probably
Yeah,
look
it's
like.
an illustration. Yeah. But oh my god.
It looks good. And honestly, Genesis cars have been looking very good recently.
So
Yeah, what's that
annoying.
new SUV? GV80 or whatever?
Yeah. It would be pretty nice to have this on the road.
Unless they slap that dumbass transmission into it.
Oh, yeah. I bet they would, dude.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, other than the looks, we don't really have much else, but take a look at it. Look it up. The Genesis G70. It is amazing.
In other news, Andrew,
Yes.
favorite brand?
Subaru.
Yeah, I have some Subaru news. So,
Yay.
apparently Automotive News got a interview or something with Tom Dahl, the CEO of Subaru of America, and we have some Crosstrek news. And what was like the biggest complaint you had of the Crosstrek when you drove it?
That is
Boring.
there. Oh,
what part did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Parth has no love for JDM whatsoever.
To be honest,
He is
not
not.
really.
He's not a well-rounded car enthusiast. We gotta kick him off the show.
Yeah, you're fired. No?
I see. I'm a representation of one type of car guy. You know,
Yes.
together we make all of them.
Only likes European.
Yes, and apparently Americans now.
Yeah, apparently. But so we've got the news that it's going to be getting more power. More power.
Sweet.
They're going to be sticking the 2.5 liter engine from the legacy Outback and Forester into it, which means it would probably have 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque.
Sweet. Better than the 140 or whatever.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to. Another Subaru news. Speculation again, but it's from Forbes, who apparently has a connection to someone at Subaru, and it's about the 2021 Subaru STi. Apparently, they're going to be probably shoving their FA24 into it and possibly making it make 400 horsepower.
Which one's the FA24?
It's like they're. It's literally in like all of their cars right now.
Is that the one that's like
PRC.
in all the new WRXs and everything?
No, so the WRX currently has an FA20, the 2-liter.
Okay.
The FA24 is FA24 is the 2.4 that is in not the Impreza. It's in the Outback. It is in the Legacy and the Ascent. The Ascent.
Yeah,
Pretty much
yeah.
all the new cars minus the Impreza. Those have the FB20.
And reportedly, they're benchmarking this new engine, which they say is going to have, I don't know if I said this, reinforced crankshaft, beefier pistons, and more boost. Gonna be benchmarking it against a 2-liter turbo in the CLA 45 AMGs.
Why don't they put forged internals in this shit?
Why don't they put forged internals in every car?
I know. See, that's actually a good question. But like, you know, like all the guys that try to run like 800 horsepower in their STIs and shit, they all go forged internal anyway.
Right. No, see, they want you to void their warranty so they
That's
don't have
true.
to pay for shit.
Yeah. I got some fun news. So Honda of Yonkers in New York is offering someone $900 if they will binge watch all 9 of the Fast and Furious films and write about them for the dealership in their chronicle, your binge watching journey, and then post it on Facebook and Twitter. and they're taking applications today through the 6th of May. So you have that much time to go and apply on their website. And then they will provide you also with the films, and they'll also provide you with snacks and drinks during your binge watching. And all you have to do is fill out a sheet of paper while you watch each movie and then post on Twitter and Facebook about your binge watching experience. And then they'll pay you $50 for snacks and movie tickets to the new Fast and Furious 9 coming out on May 22nd.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah.
This is a great deal. Hold on. I just did the math real quick. Assuming all 8 movies are 2 hours long, you're making $56 an hour.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then you get to see the new one for free, plus drinks and snacks.
Wait, hold on. So the $900,
Yeah.
is that for just one person or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's one person or how many people they're going to have them do, but they're taking applications right now. And you can do it through their website on Honda Yonkers.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if it's one person or how many people it is, but yeah, I mean, whoever gets to actually do this is a pretty fantastic deal. They'll provide you with everything.
What the heck?
You just gotta watch the movies,
guys. Like,
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, but if you guys want to sign up, if you guys want the link, we'll post it somewhere, right, Jeff?
Yep. Well, speaking of Honda, you guys actually sent me this news.
Everybody that knows you sent you this news.
Yes, everybody that knows me sent me this news because it is S2000 news. What is it? Honda is currently taking orders for parts S2000 owners would want because they are going to be releasing, again, new parts for the S2000 later this year.
Which is fantastic.
And you could get some of the parts from the 20th anniversary S2000 that they had out recently. So currently, if you're an S2000 owner or you're going to be a future S2000 owner and you want some parts, Honda is basically taking kind of orders, like kind of a poll of what they're going to release. And you just have to post it, what you want, on your social media with the hashtag S2000 parts catalog. And you have until April 30th to do that.
That's pretty cool. They should just release a new S2000.
Seriously. Do it, Honda. You guys can. And then, finally, a last piece of news. I did post this on our Instagram. Polestar, Volvo's electric car company, released the concept as of today, the 26th of February.
Is that the one you posted?
Yeah. That's what I just said.
Oh, well, I'm paying attention.
Parth literally never listens.
Yeah, he just, oh, it's my turn to say stuff. I'm going to say something now.
And I just kind of hope that it's right. It fits in.
But have you guys seen it?
Yeah, I have a problem with it.
What's the problem?
What?
It's not going to look like that.
No, you never
Yeah.
know.
No, I know.
What, the Polestar 1?
Doesn't matter. It's a concept. It will never look like that.
The Polestar 1 looked almost exactly like the Volvo concept coupe thing.
No, it
Yeah,
didn't.
and exterior wise,
did.
this looks production ready already. Like this could go straight into production. Maybe like the ride height and all that shit would be different, but like body style wise, this is ready to go.
They won't do it. They'll never do it. Every concept is a disappointment.
Despite Parth's lack of faith here, I think it looks pretty good.
The
Yeah,
concept
it
looks
awesome.
amazing. But again, a concept is just something to lift your hopes and dreams and then just throw them on the ground when it actually comes out.
How
You're
much
gonna
you want
eat
to
your
bet,
words.
$4.
All right, $4 on the line.
Yeah.
If
If
the
it
car
ends up being
looks-
like a FT1 and then going to a Supra, I'd take $4.
if that happens, I'll pay you $4. If
All right.
not, you owe us each $4. How
Hey,
about
I agreed to $4. So you each get $2 then.
But anyway, it's Polestar's concept as of a 4-door all-electric GT car. Not much else was given out about like specs and whatnot, but it's going to be officially revealed at the Geneva Auto Show this year. So look forward to that. You guys have any other news?
Negative.
Nope, excited for my Evo.
Yeah, we're all excited for your Evo, sir.
Hell
Can't
yeah.
wait for the day.
You need to take a video.
Guys, follow the Instagrams. He will be posting of it
Yes,
as soon as he
I
gets
will.
it.
I'm excited for Boost. Some power, finally.
All right, guys, with that will bring us to the end of our show. Thank you all who are listening for listening. You guys, the few of you there are right now are still a great reason for us to do this show because it's a lot of fun, and we hope that you guys like it. You could find us at thecurbsidepodcast.com, where you'll find a link to our Libsyn page, which will give you the link to everywhere else you could listen to us, like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and TuneIn.
You can also follow us on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast and Twitter, which is at Curbside Pod. And yeah.
And thank you to Kid Dope for the intro and outro to our show. And the name of the song is Fast Cars and Wild Hearts. I got it right this week, Jeff.
Yep.
Not Fast Hearts. Yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, man.
With that, as always, I'm Jeff.
I'm Parth.
And I'm Andrew.
Remember, drive safe, and life is too short to drive boring cars.
Or have fast hearts.
Yes.
Fast cars and wild hearts, so get away.